Gotta change a headlight on that thing again on the same side. That's why I didn't change the other side, because I was suspecting that the bulb might have crapped out because of water infiltration in the housing or something. That may be the case. So I ordered two new headlight assemblies. So a lot of times it's probably cheaper to do that because you can get the headlight assemblies for like under 80 bucks. You're paying like 20 bucks for the bulbs, and they come with the bulbs except for the turn signal bulbs. You just plug those in. So anyway, I got this little tool here, which is you don't need it, but makes it easier to pull these pop-out plugs out. Yeah, somewhat easy. There we go. There we go. So these plugs come out. Basically, it's when you press them in, that piece expands on the bottom. That holds them in. So we'll take these two out. Just one tool. Two 10mm bolts. One here, one here. You go on here, and you can pull this out. You might have to lift it up a little bit and then pull it out. It's good to put them in a little white tray or something, so don't lay them on a black here. You might drop them or something. These two shims, they went right here. They'll go back there. Probably glue them in place. This is the headlight right here. I don't know what the hell's the matter, why it broke like that. What I'm going to do is, it could be this gasket is getting bad or something too. They actually sell this gasket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some electromotive grease on this gasket. Give it a little more sealing power. You know, so I think could be just microscopic amounts of water getting in there. And there's a ring here, this thing that comes out, and there's your bulb, which is burnt out. So anyway, there's another thing I want to show that you can do. You want to make sure you don't touch that bulb. If you do, just wipe it off. You want to put fingerprints on it. There's another thing you can do is you can sometimes those contacts in there, they don't connect to the bulb exactly right. You might have to bend them a little bit with your finger. You can actually see inside the bulb what I'm talking about. Contacts, you might have to bend them a little bit, sometimes over to one side, so they make good contact with the socket itself, like when they slide in. You know, it could be just a hair off, like a 32nd of an inch, and they might not making that great contact. You don't want to touch the bulb itself. You might want to use a rag or something when you put it in there. This thing is actually double sealed, so you got this thing with a gasket. I put some dielectric grease on there, so maybe there was a slight amount of water infiltrating there. And also, there's that seal, which, you know, you got to make sure that's on there fully. It's fully seated and stuff. It is. You can see, you might see silver if it's not on there all the way. What I think is going on is there's just something wrong with it. These lenses are probably not sealed up very good. So we got whole new housings coming, but we'll see how long these last. It's only going to last till the next few days, because we'll have it in by next Thursday. And today's Saturday. We'll change them out. But if you change them out, the only thing you got to really unplug is this and that. Normally they come in this here. And this here. You would not have to unplug the headlight itself, because usually they come with the headlight bulbs. Usually they'll tell you whether they do or not. They won't come with the turn signal bulbs. You just unplug 1, 2, 3 wires. Same thing. You change the whole assembly. It actually is, and I'll probably clear coat them before I put them on, to kind of protect them from getting all dingy and stuff, because you can polish these things out all freaking day and they don't last that long. You know, clear coat them from the beginning. These were changed 5 years ago, so they don't last so long. You know, modern innovation. Headlight lenses are screwed up, so the whole thing's getting changed, but it works for now. Hopefully it'll last me till Thursday. She works. This thing definitely was fried. See it? Brown on there. So I think it's water infiltration shorted it out. I had it in there correct. I mean, it's just, you know, I think these gaskets, I don't think the gaskets are the problem. I think the lens housing because I saw an ant crawling inside the housing, and I said, well, if an ant can get in there, water can get in there. It's been raining a lot. So good idea to keep some extra bulbs, and I'm going to even keep this burned out one in toolbox in the trunk of the car, because this way, you know, when I go to get a new one, I'll know I'm going to keep some spares. But I'll have some new headlight lamp assemblies like I got last time. I changed them out on that car. I don't need to change them on this. Glass, and that's got glass headlamps. They don't fade. Did they improve anything with those stupid plastic lamps? No. Should have left them glass. They have, you know, they could have made them LED, high powered with glass lenses. Nah. See how they get you with all this freaking crap? They tell you one thing, oh, it's so much better, you only have to change the bulb. Yeah, the whole lens, you got to change the whole assembly now. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. You really don't move forward. And even all these taillights and stuff, you could change them. You could put LED extra bright ones in there, the plasma ones. I got them in that one too. You don't need to change the whole lens. You just change the plasma bulb. See what they do with this technology? They freaking, you can adapt the old technology to the old stuff way cheaper. It's nonsense. Next car I get is probably going to be a 40 something. That's kind of like a resto mod or something.